These are movies that I was curious about that I checked out on Tubi, and because they're these are all like you can't really lose. It's all like free off except for your time. It's all free off of Tubi. So the first one that I checked out, which was by far the best in many different ways,
Hmm.
as far as a movie that's just awesomely bad. It's
Okay.
called Suburban Sasquatch. This
Sasquatch.
movie above,
I've seen the title, but have not seen it.
I saw three really bad movies. But Suburban Sasquatch is well worth watching for inebriation or any other mind-altering
Oh, wait a second.
substance
We
that you
talked
have to
about this one
watch.
before, didn't we? We talked about this one before.
Yeah,
We
it's
hadn't
kind of
seen.
it's an infamous micro cinema movie, but neither of us had seen it yet. But I had heard about it from several different places, and this it's Bigfoot runs around, slaughters people in a suburban environment, and it's just so awesome because everything's like completely like all like the micro cinema things that you would see, like all like just like the total like the bad movie tropes, the bad acting, the totally overexposed footage. And then the best thing about it though is they show Bigfoot all the time, and it's a guy in a gorilla suit, but it looks like it's sort of like a female gorilla body, and the chest is very large, and the nipples are like pepperoni sized nipples. And what is also great is that the best thing about this is just randomly, without any explanation whatsoever, Bigfoot teleports constantly. So there's all these.
I've actually heard
Yeah.
in real life that Bigfoot can teleport. It is possible that it's not technically confirmed, but I have heard that some people think he has telekinetic or teleportation powers. So
it's just great.
Yeah.
There's like, but what's great is they don't bother explaining it. So maybe that is like a Bigfoot thing when you get into like Bigfoot as an interdimensional creature or in relation to aliens. But if you see him as like a supernatural being who's teleporting, that's cool. But they don't explain why it's a guy in a gorilla suit doing it or why he's teleporting all over the place. And then there's all these great shots where Bigfoot's just running after somebody, and then all of a sudden the next shot and they'll show like the distance between Bigfoot and the other person. And then the next shot, Bigfoot will just be strangling them. And then there's all these awesome bad CGI effects of Bigfoot getting shot like with arrows. There's this lady that runs around and keeps shooting Bigfoot with arrows. And when she shoots him with these arrows, there's this thing at the end of the arrow that looks like a little bit of fur at the end of the arrowhead, which is very bizarre. I have no idea why she designed the arrow that way. But there's just like this awesome, like shitty CGI blood that squirts out in bubbles like from Bigfoot's body. I mean, it's just, you have to watch this movie.
It's also not. It also he has different blood. He has different blood.
I guess so. Well. There's just so many great like bad movie elements that came together in this, where the stars align. It just makes this perfect watching when you're inebriated.
Yeah,
I would definitely not recommend this watching this sober, but it's a lot of fun when you're inebriated.
Okay, well, I haven't seen it, but everything you've described makes it seem pretty factual. So yes. I don't know where you're getting this from. It seems pretty factual because everything you've described there seems like the stuff that I know to be true about Bigfoot. Yeah. Okay, yeah, now I gotta check it out because I know we've talked about it before and seen it because it's micro cinema.